We are officially on week 4 of renovating this original 1970s kitchen on our own. So far we've taken down all of the kitchen cabinets, we took out all the appliances, we discovered a leak in the kitchen and mold on our ceiling. All of those updates, weeks 1 through 3, will be down below. Today, we are gonna work on removing some of this wood paneling. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to remove because we've been working on this kitchen little by little, inching away at the tasks. Fingers crossed, we don't discover anything else. I'm not gonna say it. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna fess up and tell you right now that I was terrified of what could have been, would have been behind these wood panelings. I was going in it very anxious because I was ready to tear some things down after being very gentle with those kitchen cabinets. But I was also scared that I might find something that I might not want to see. I was also very strategic to come in here while Elvis was busy with the computer because I knew he was going to be like, you need to be gentle. I'm also leaving these shots of me actually filming for my YouTube shorts so you can see me in action. If you're seeing my YouTube shorts, let me know if you see these shots in my videos. I'm going to include them. This is what it looks like to work and also do content creation because you constantly have to stop, rearrange the cameras, get little clips. That's how the magic is made here, okay? We gotta stop, take the shots, and continue. Obviously, it goes without saying that this would go by a lot faster if I was not constantly filming and doing all of that stuff, but that's the fun part because you get to come along our crazy kitchen renovation, so it's all worth it. Guys, this is such a good stress reliever. Once I got over my fear of what was behind these walls, I started ripping things down. This was so therapeutic. This was probably the most satisfying thing that I have done renovating this house to date. The wood panelings were very easy to come out. They did have a lot of nails. I wish I kept all of the nails that we've taken out so far just to see really how many there were because there was so many per board.
Barefoot in the kitchen, sacred new beginnings. Woo!
I was making sure, since I was just going to town ripping out boards, to stop after I had a little pile of boards, sit down and take out all of the nails from the boards so we don't get hurt. And one thing about Elvis is he wants to keep everything under the sun because he says he can use it later on for something. I don't know if this is just a guy thing. We compromise over here, okay? So he is keeping the boards. I don't know. He can use them for pretty much anything. I don't know what he's going to use them for. When you're renovating as a couple specifically, you pick and choose your battles. I'm not picking this battle. He can keep the boards. He can keep all the wood. He can keep all the wood he wants. It could be used for fire pit. It could be used to build other furniture. It could be used for anything. It's really good wood. I mean, it's decent wood. It gets nicked up pretty quickly. Oh gosh, I loved every minute of this and I was sweating. It was a lot of work. Also, really quickly, while I'm taking out nails from these boards, I do want your feedback. With these weekly episodes, do you prefer the voiceover style where I'm kind of recapping and going over everything and leaving in some original clips in between, changing it up? Or do you like to see like the raw, unedited footage of us just sitting there and working on the kitchen? What kind of videos do you prefer to watch? Let me know in the comments below. Elvis thinks that people would rather see us just work and me not talk. So you let me know in the comments and we will fix that for the future videos. Once I got to that point where I couldn't go by myself anymore, I had to bring Elvis in. He turned the power off, get the panels around the electrical outlets. We are not trying to mess with anything electrical, so we turn the power off pretty much all the time now when we are working around these things. Better safe than sorry. So he turned the power off, we got the panels out, and if taking out the kitchen appliances and the kitchen cabinets did not give me a reality check of wow, we are really doing this, this definitely did it when we brought everything to the studs. We're in it. We are in it. There's no turning back. We have to move forward now. And I'm trying my best to remind myself that it will always look worse before it looks better. And right now it's looking pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie. We have brought the kitchen to the studs. That was the most satisfying thing. Ripping those wood panelings out of there, I was loving every minute of it. But in the back of my mind, I was like, please let me not discover something else, you know? So far, the mold and the leak, that's what we've discovered so far. Today's the last day of the week that we're working on this kitchen because we don't work on the kitchen on the weekends. So Elvis is going to replace the outlets since we don't have any walls right now. He's gonna put in electrical boxes. Yeah, the outlets and the outlet covers because they're a cream color right now and they're really like old. So he's gonna replace them with white ones. So when we go in with the drywall, they're already done. We don't have to do it. While he puts in the outlets, he obviously has to turn the power off. So I'm gonna tackle the other side of that wall that we wanna knock down. I'm gonna take those panelings out because that was so satisfying to do, and it was such a stress reliever. I love that thing. I love to do it. Is there any more wood paneling that I can take out of this house? Because I'm all about it. That's our task for today. That's all we're doing. This mold, we're gonna tackle that on Monday because we're gonna have to cut out the whole, like a good chunk of the ceiling, sanitize the studs, make sure it dries, do all of that stuff. So we're not doing that now. We're doing it Monday. Little tiny steps at a time. Take one, take one. Elvis is currently changing out the, what is that? Light switch. Outlets. It took us forever to find that little device that tells you there's no power running through these lines. And we finally found it. Elvis finally found it. And now we are making some room. I'm about to get this wall knocked down behind me. Well, we're double tasking. We're, no, actually, we're, what is it? Teaming it up? Whatever.
Double teaming it.
Double, whatever. I'm gonna. These suits were the best thing I could have ever done because we put them on, we work, we don't mess up our clothes, like we take them off, and then we have our clean clothes underneath. Sort of clean clothes. This, I'm knocking this down. This is the wall that we want to get knocked down. So Elvis told me not to touch it. Even though I really want to take these panels out, I'm not going to touch it. So I'm just going to do right here. And that's my task. That's it. That's all I'm doing today.
What a nightmare, dude.
Bro, tell the camera what happened.
Yeah, so I just noticed there's fresh water here. So our toilet or something up there is still leaking. So all this mold is not from last year like we thought. So it's probably just been collecting and continue to collect because the water leak continues. So, yay. That's gonna take a vacuum and then some. Need it.
Good thing that we procrastinated replacing the wall immediately or doing anything, because when we put that plastic up there, we had no clue that the toilet was currently still leaking and causing problems. So we discovered that it was not a pleasant surprise, and I took my anger out on these wood panelings because why is this happening right now? What is behind these wood panelings is actually a chimney, and we currently do not have a chimney cap on there, which we need to get on that ASAP because there was quite a bit of debris behind this wall. Whoa. So we got that cleaned up. We got the wood paneling out of here. The toilet is currently leaking. It's not a lot. It's like a trickle, but it's enough to send us in a panic. We got to get that fixed. But now that everything's down to the studs, what else can we really discover? We are bare bones over here. We've pretty much discovered everything that we could and will, hopefully, fingers crossed. And here is all of Elvis's wood that he wants to keep. His exquisite pile of wooden treasure. That is all Elvis right there. And of course, we have to clean our mess for the day. I'm making it a priority to clean. It's been a game changer. If you're living in a construction zone, this is very important. So you can kind of have like a normal life around here in this house. I'm trying. So we're cleaning the floor, we're cleaning up the tools, and right now we have the kitchen to the bare bones. It's time to do the next steps, which is remove that mold, all that drywall, and then bring in some walls. Which we've never done drywall before, but we will be learning how to do that. This is everything that we were able to do on week 4. Come back for week 5 to see how much progress we make on this kitchen renovation. And with that, I'm going to leave you right here. I'll see you on week 5.